Okay, let's see the two projects that we've got going on this Thursday. Here's the den. For those of you who are new to the channel, this room has been through a lot. And this is the room. It's pretty bad. I can't remember why that wall was torn out. Oh, that's right. We had to get in and out to put the washer dryer in. That's what it was. And I just put that in about 2 weeks ago. It's a heat pump so I can keep my seedlings out here in the wintertime so I don't have to build a greenhouse. I've remediated the mold in here. That's the only vent from the house. It really doesn't put out that much heat and air, so this is to supplement. This window unit is to supplement that vent. And I had to put plywood on each side because the window unit is so old that the fenders, I call them, I don't know what you call it, had this stuff, which is what I was going to use, but I don't have the frame anymore, so I've got to return this. I'm glad I saw that. So now I've got to sand and paint that. I installed this window unit and I've already explained that I didn't want to use the little accordion things that go on the side because the frame is missing and I can't find a replacement right offhand, and I was in a hurry because I'm in the rainy season right now. So I took some plywood and I just put it on both sides. I caulked it very well. Alright, you can see right here it's kind of jagged because I cut it too fast. I was in a hurry. So I caulked it anyway. I just need to sand this real quick because it was starting to rain. I did polyurethane it on the outside, but on the inside here I am going to be painting it with a custom color, which is the same color as the background in my key wallpaper. This is the paint. It's a custom color. I have a satin and I have a flat. Now the flat is going to go on the wood and the satin is going to go down here on the windowsill because the windowsill is disgusting. So let me put the satin over here so I don't accidentally use it, and I want to get this window painted. Alright, I got to move all of this out of the way so I can get to the windowsill over here. These are two base cabinets that I'm going to be installing in here. I think I'm also going to install a sink in here. I haven't made up my mind about that. No, wait. Alright, done. This is flat, this is satin. And I just shook it, so we're good. See, it's just a cream. It's very, very soft. Believe it or not, the whole house, inside and out, was painted a very stark white, like Kills white. Make sure I got everything. Make double sure on that. Alright. Darn. I made a mistake. Sure did. Dun dun dun. I'm trying to keep my arm out of the camera. Trying to keep my arm out of the shot for you. See, I like to paint my trim and my walls the same color. But I like to do just like an eggshell or maybe a satin on the door jambs because they get dirty and they're easier to wash. Just pull you back. They're easier to wash when it's a satin paint. I don't like high gloss in a house. In my opinion, it shows every flaw there is, and personally I think it looks tacky. But that's just me. I've seen people with high gloss on their walls and you can see every nail pop, every dent, every crack, every stroke almost, you know, of paint, of the paintbrush. Okay, this is going to need 2 coats. Need to do a little bit of touch up on the caulk in this one section. Go. It's got some old paint on it. My grandfather also used duct tape when he installed it a few years ago, so can see, this is really bad. Sorry about all the noise, but it's just where I live. So I'm going to try to wipe it down a little bit more, but I don't think it'll come any cleaner. I think this is something only paint can cure. So let me get my rag again. Alright, let me try wiping this down again. Yeah. I don't think that's going to come clean. So painting it is. I am going to let this dry and I'll be right back. Alrighty, here we go. Let's make this look better. There's something right there. Probably should have buffed that out, but I really should buff that out, but I'll come back and get it. It's wet now. Too late. Alright, let me thin this out so it isn't on so thick. Some nice even strokes. What? My grandfather's recliner has smacked this edge. It's all from his recliner. Wow, what a memory. Wow, what a discovery. I'm painting like I'm in one of the rentals. I love this color. It is such a pretty color. Right, let me get some of these strokes out of here. So you can tell the way I'm going with the paint. You see those strokes in there? Those are not mine. Don't be hating down in the comments. I don't know what I'm going to do about these walls. They are trashed. I've been trying to get in touch with my drywall guy, but he is booked for months. And I don't know how to do drywall. And even though this isn't a big room, it's just not something I want to try, you know. Maybe if it was like one wall, maybe one section. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you know. Somebody could have spoken up and said, hey, it look like a crap. Yeah, it doesn't. Alright. Let's let this dry, see if it needs a second coat, and see how it turned out. You know, I'm painting this right here, putting the second coat on. I get to looking at that, so I'm going to paint it. And then I started looking at this, and I'm like, you know, this appliance is white, but the plastic is brown. You know, like when people smoke in their house, all that nicotine builds up. And I cleaned this. I scrubbed it. I mean, it is clean. So I think I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to spray paint it. And I got a dirt dauber building a nest. That's what that sound is. I think I've got some. They make a spray paint. I think Rust-Oleum makes it, and they call it appliance paint. And I've used it before, and I mean, it does make your appliance look brand new. It's crazy. It levels. It's self-leveling. It's self-leveling. I think that's what I'm going to do. If I paint it just white, then it's going to look weird. So I'm going to paint it with that appliance paint. That's right. I just realized I painted this with flat paint. So when I do the second coat on the windowsill, I'll do this with the satin. That way I have a sheen to it. Alright, I went and checked, and I couldn't find any Rust-Oleum appliance spray paint. I could find it in the can, but not the spray paint. So I didn't want to brush it on, so I'm going to try to take this off. And I found some other spray that I already had. If you hear explosions, they're training out at the base. So, alright, how do you get this thing off without breaking it? I took it off to clean it, and I can't remember how I did it. It seemed like, I gotta watch out, it's still wet down there. How did I get this thing on? Okay, here it comes. Ugh. How did I get this thing off? It seems like, okay. Now you just saw that thing pop off there. Because I think it, I don't know. I'm going to keep trying gently. Say, okay, there's that. I want to say it lifts up and then off. I don't want to break it. Oops. Oh, shit. So I've already had it off. I can't figure out how to get it off again. I think it comes off at the bottom first. Where's the handyman when you need him? Just okay. So I'm gonna take this off. Where's one side? Come on, so sweet. Nice and gentle. The other side, just so you don't kind of mess. There it is. Okay. So I got a screw right here. You can tell this. I believe. There's a screw. You see right here. Okay. All right. All right. Go outside and spray paint these. All right, let's go get these painted. All right, I'm going to dust these again one more time just to be sure. It's going to rain, so if you hear that, it's going to rain, so if you hear that frog chime up, that's what that means. I've already washed this. All right, let me go get something to dig that lint out. I gotta get that out. Alright, that was done pretty good. Now, what I'm going to use is this high gloss. I'm going to move my camera back. I don't know if I'm going to do all this, waste my time or not, so I don't want to waste product. I don't care about the doodah, the emblem, that doesn't matter. I mean, the wind, you can see it right there, the wind. I opened this window like an idiot, and the wind blew something up while I was spray painting. Oh well, it is what it is. It's on the bottom. Alright, I'll be back when it's dry. I put the front of the air conditioner in here in the front bedroom with a dehumidifier, and it looks really good. I mean, really good. Look how pretty that turned out. I mean, it really turned out good. I need to put those fins back in, and then I'll reinstall this and see how it looks. Okay. Should just snap in here. Alright, I'm going to use my screwdriver to push these little tabs. I'm going to use my screwdriver to push these tabs in instead of pushing on the whole thing. There we go. That's what I should have done earlier, but you live and learn. Because this one's not seating properly. There we go. Alright, despite that little peg being broken off. There we go. And seat them in there. Oh, this one doesn't want to sit. Alright. Okay. There we go. Go. I don't want to break the... There we go. All right. Perfect. Put this part on first. I mean, that turned out nice. Make sure I got that set in properly. Now, put the screw back in. Oh, wow. Let's put the filter back in. All right. Put this back on. Helps to have it the right side up. Okay. This side doesn't have the little knob like this side does. So I'll put this one in first. Make sure it's in properly. Okay. There. How about that? That looks absolutely brand new. Look at that. That looks great. Now if I could just get the walls done. Well, this was a neat little project. So I had two good projects today. I had the window and I had this. And I think it looks absolutely amazing. It looks crisp and clean. Just got to get the walls done. We're not worried about that right now. So everything looks real good. How fun was that? So I wonder what's on tomorrow's agenda. Well, I guess you're going to have to stay tuned to find out.